liking the weather. It's dry tonight, so that's good. And it's not too windy, so I've lit the Kadai, because on the menu tonight is a curry on the Kadai with some naan breads. Yeah, so I've had quite a busy week this week. I've had to dismantle a shed. I've had a base built because I've got a summer house coming in the week. Didn't know I was so strong. Done lots of cooking, lots of fish. Really enjoyed the mussels last week, and we've had 2 fish dinners since then. Just really because it's on my doorstep, it's quick to cook, and tastes really good. So yes, I've lit the Kadai tonight, and it's the sort of weather where you can light your fire, just sit around and have a drink, but then it also leads to cooking on. And then when you finish cooking, take the grills off, put some more logs on, and spend the rest of the evening sitting round. So I'm just going to put the grills on. I hope you've all had a great week. The rain's been good for the garden, I think. So yes, I'm going to be using the tripod and the cooking bowl tonight. So then I've got the old style grills, so they're going to go on, because I'm going to be cooking some rice and also some naan breads. So just to make sure that's nice and okay. So now I need to put the tripod on. Anybody joining us tonight?
We've got Roberto says, good evening both.
Good evening, Roberto. A nice Scottish themed chicken I saw you do earlier. Oh, we've been to Scotland.
Big fan of the islands, aren't we?
Oh, yes. And we always try and make a trip to see Scott as well on our way back. And Simon, I don't know if you're watching Simon.
Gary Parker says, hello, and hello number 1 cameraman. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary. So right, that's about there. I'm going to lower the chain just to make sure my bowl's going to be nice and hot.
I get some very medieval vibes when you set this up.
It's like a witch's cauldron, I think.
Yeah, the mussels we've had earlier this week were absolutely amazing. Should have seen the speed at which they just like disappeared.
Like eating sweets.
We had them with cider, and we also had them cooked in wine as well. I think the wine made them taste a little bit more like the sea.
Let's just see how low that's going to be. A bit higher, I think. So just going to up that chain. Oh, that's resting on. That's not a bad. I'm going to go up one more, I think. There. So that's all ready. I'll go through the ingredients, shall I? So I'm really getting into making curries at the moment, and with the cooking bowl for the Kadai, it's great to cook them in that. And I know a lot of you are a fan of the curry guy, so that's what I've been using. I've made my base sauce already, and I did that in the pressure cooker and had about 5 batches frozen in the freezer ready. So we're doing tandoori chicken tikka masala tonight. So first off, that's my tandoori chicken, which I had marinating all day and put onto some kebab sticks and cooked them in the junior. Yes, I cooked them in there earlier, so that's still a little bit warm. I've got some rice that I'm going to just pop on the side and bubble away. So loads of ingredients, ranging from ground fenugreek, paprika. Now beetroot powder you can use instead of red, food colouring to get the authentic sort of tandoori colour in your curry. I've got coconut flour and ground almonds, sugar. You can get the pre-made spices now from Spice Kitchen. I know it's probably best if you make your own, but I bought my own and they're ready to use. I also are using passata because I didn't have any tomato puree, but to be honest, it's the base sauce has got so many ingredients in already. It doesn't matter if you don't have some of the ingredients in the recipe. So I'm just going to have a little sip of beer because beer and curry go well together. So cheers everyone.
Roberta did say, what's the tipple?
The tipple is an otter ale. So let's get cooking. So I might need to put my glasses on just to check the recipe, but I think I made a similar dish the other day, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first put the rice on the edge. That can just sit and cook over there. Don't really need to look at that. So first off, we need to pop in the garlic and ginger. Okay. So a little tip is I freeze my root ginger, and it grates really easy from frozen. So into there we also want to add the ground almonds, coconut flour and the sugar. And then what I will do is put a little bit of oil in there. I did season the bowl beforehand, so I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in there and a little bit of butter. I forgot. I don't want it to stick. Okay, better. Give that a stir. The flour is going to help thicken the sauce. Wait for the butter to melt. Any questions? What's everyone else cooking tonight?
We've got Marcus says, great books, lovely bloke. And Four. And he also says cheers.
Cheers, Marcus. You've been cooking up a storm too, I've seen. It's taken me a lot of the afternoon to prepare everything tonight, but when you're doing what I call an authentic curry and you're cooking it outside, you need to get sort of everything ready beforehand, and then especially then when you can invite all your friends around, everything's ready and it's not too stressful. So I am just going to add a little bit more oil into that. I don't want it to burn. I'm just going to check the recipe while everyone else pops in. Ba, ba, ba. Right, I now need to add in some of the tomato. So it does say tomato puree, but passata will do. Listen to the sound of that. Imagine them cooking this over a big sort of tandoor oven.
And you can start to see the colour.
And that's just the tomato. It's a nice sort of curry paste right there.
We lost one of the barbecue slippers for a second.
Oh no. So then this is where you need to add the all the different spices in. So we want some mixed powder. So 2 tablespoons of this. I'm hoping we're going to have leftovers. So 2 tablespoons of that. 2 tablespoons of mixed powder. 2 tablespoons of Tandoori Masala. Okay. And then some paprika, a tablespoon of paprika. This is the proper stuff from Hungary, from my friend Kate. I've just put it into the pot just for ease of storing in my spice cupboard. So a tablespoon of that. Give that a stir. Now if you can smell this, it smells amazing. That's nice and thick, but we're now going to add in some of the base sauce. As you can see, that's quite thick. We're going to add in some of the base sauce. So we'll let that warm up.
We had this flavour on a fish curry earlier in the week, didn't we?
Yes, we did it with Huss, with dogfish, which was lovely. Right, so that's going to heat up. I'm then going to just put in the rest. Now, because I've used the coconut flour and ground almonds, it's up to you whether you make it into more of a sort of a coconut curry. So I have also got the other half of the block of coconut milk that we used the other day. So I'm going to pop that in as well, and that will eventually dissolve. Just going to check my recipe while that cooks. And also I've got some chicken stock which I'm going to add. I won't add it all in because I don't want it too runny. So a bit of chicken stock, and then this is where we start adding the rest of the chicken. Perhaps I'll just give that a stir first. So I cooked the chicken earlier, and that's just going to need to heat through. Woo. Wind's coming up. That lump will eventually dissolve in there. It's smoky actually. Right, so then I'm going to add in the chicken. So I had that, it's chicken breast, 3 big plump chicken breasts that marinated for about 6 hours in lots of spices and lemon juice and yogurt. So that's going to go in. Okay, and then this is where we add all the other flavours. So we're going to add some, no, it said fenugreek leaves, so I've got fenugreek powder, so I'm going to put some of that in. And some lemon juice.
From real lemons?
Real lemons. And And also, I say you can add some beetroot powder or red food colouring. So that's what I'm going to add in, just to give it that nice colour. Okay. Some pepper. And some salt. And then we'll give it a good stir, and then we'll crack on and make the naan breads. I'm getting hungry actually.
There's just so many ingredients in there. I know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. The two different stages of the curry, I think, is going to add to the flavour. Whereas last time we just sort of had the sauce.
I've got a few people saying it looks amazing. George says, what are these mystical leftovers you speak of? They don't last very long. And we have Alex Shepherd saying, are you feeding the street?
No, there's not really a lot here, but the street can probably smell it. I could tell you a funny story about some builders across the road. They've been doing some extension work about the last 3 months, and the other morning they said, "Who's that girl who cooks on country wood smoke? I recognised your Angus and I've t-shirt." And they said, "We've been working here 3 months and we haven't had any tastings." So sorry guys. Right, so we can just let that bubble away and we'll do the naan breads. So I'm going to use my chapati pan for these, because when I cooked them earlier in the week they work better cooked in a pan to get the bottom nice and brown. So we're going to try that and then finish them off on the grill.
So you've had your first fan interaction then. You'll have to take security with you when you go put the bins out next.
He asked me what I was cooking the other night. And I said, why? Could you smell it?
They'll start working on Sunday nights now.
And he was going to have a burger competition with his mates, he said. So I don't know how that went. Right, so like before, the recipes, the naan recipe is from the book as well. So it uses yogurt and egg and flour and baking powder and yeast. So you let it sort of prove all day, and then I've divided it up into 8, and I've rolled them and kept them a bit smaller this time just so they fit in the chapati pan. So we'll pop one on. See what happens. Probably be like a pancake, the first one might stick.
You can see the curry bubbling away.
That's bubbling. I can probably move that up now. Give it a stir. It does smell good. It's just starting to crisp up, that's good.
Julie says, where did you get the beetroot powder?
Herb and Spice Market. I think from a food festival I went to. So yeah, whoever those people are.
It's probably one of its first outings of the cupboard for a while. Did you have to crack it open today?
Earlier in the week I did, for in the week, yeah. So what's left to go in the curry is some cream to finish it off. Some fresh coriander, which I kindly got from my friend Alison. this afternoon because I didn't have any, so thanks Alison. And also in the top of the curry, what one didn't I use? Some garam masala on the top. So there's the sprinkling of that on the top. It said a teaspoon of the garam masala. So we'll put some of that on the top. Oh, these smells are amazing.
It hit me as soon as you opened the lid.
So a teaspoon of that in there. And then when we're ready for that, we'll put in some cream, I think, and finish off with the coriander. Just give that a stir. Oh, the naan's beginning to puff up.
At least we know it's not sticky.
Yeah. What I might just do is just raise the curry up. Just give me a bit more room. That's better. Because we just need to make sure that's hot for later, and then I can put the naan bread directly underneath where it's hotter. How's that rice doing? It's not.
It needs to be a lot hotter.
It might just be curry and naan, but that's okay.
Got a few people asking where the recipe is from.
The recipe, guys, is from Dan Toombs, the curry guy. So yeah, read the first few pages. He really goes into how he's gets the flavours in his curries. So the naan recipes are from there, and this is the tandoori chicken tikka masala.
And we've got Mark Clackworthy saying, you definitely got more viewers than the Burger Comp.
Right, so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to oil that grill, because I haven't used the grills for direct cooking on, and I don't want the naan bread to stick. So, just going to put a bit of oil on there. It'll smoke a little bit. Because I just want to brown the other side of the naan bread.
Some Bob Ross inspired grill painting.
So we'll turn that over and hopefully get some action on that. Some charring, caramelisation, whatever you want to call it.
I've got Faye saying those slippers look well comfy.
They certainly are. They're keeping my feet warm tonight. As soon as the sun goes down, it gets a bit chilly.
They've kept your feet warm for every cook so far, haven't they?
Yep. I don't have my tongs, so I shall use a spoon. Just going to put that over there. And put another naan bread on. So that one's browning. Just going to oil my chapati pan again, because I say you don't want your naans to stick.
Anita's popped in, says, looks lovely, sorry she's late, but it looks amazing. James Moss has just done a Danskin Madras from the curry guy, all about the base sauce.
Yeah, I say it's worth doing that base sauce first, and then stick it in the freezer. You know you've got it for another time. Over there. Where is it hottest? Over there, I think.
It's on this side.
Around, yeah. Put that there. Then what we can do, we won't be having rice immediately, but we can have a taste of the curry. I'm going to put a little bit of cream in now, I think, and then put some fresh coriander on the top. So single cream it says. So just a little bit of single cream. So I think red food colouring will give it that. This is obviously going to just lighten it a little bit, but red food colouring, I don't have any red food colouring. and we'll make it that sort of proper tandoori tikka colour. Oh, let's check that naan. Oh, there we are, that will do. Right, so we now need to put some melted butter on the top of that. So what you can do is keep them warm in a clean tea towel. So I've got some melted butter.
It's warm enough today to stay a bit more melted than last time, isn't it?
Yeah, so put that on the top. And going to sprinkle some nigella seeds on top. Okay, so that's our naan bread. One of them. Let's just check the other one. Over there seems to be hotter, so I'm going to move that over there. And we'll just do the other naan bread and then we'll have a little taste, I think.
We've got Charlie Moss saying his dad commented about his curry, but he doesn't know how to use the spices yet, so it's almost inedible, but he tried.
I'm sure it will taste amazing, whatever you use, because there are so many different spices that go into it. And if you haven't got them, you'll still get all the nice flavours. So we'll just do the other naan bread and then we'll have a little taste, I think. A little bit longer.
We've got Dave Bailey saying great setup, and Roberto says he also loves the setup. Spent a lot of time on this, haven't we?
Yeah, it's just what I need actually for the rainy weather. Nice plate there.
And we had another member saying, I can't remember who it was, that the junior stand is inspired.
Ah, now, those of you who got a Joe Junior, once you have it at the right cooking height, believe me, you will use it more. Saves you bending down on the floor. I used it this afternoon to do the tandoori chicken, and before that I had a piece of pork on there cooking, so that's tomorrow's lunch or dinner. So yeah, so get it to the right height. It's a cable wheel that Mr. S kindly salvaged from an electrician, so thank you to him. Let's just check that naan bread. You see the bottom's quite nice. I said I'm going to put that where it's hottest there, let that brown, and then we'll try the curry. Let's put some fresh coriander on the top. I think I've used all the ingredients I needed to. It does say add a bit more sugar, and we did add a bit more sugar in the week, and I did put extra sugar in earlier. So I'm just going to have a little taste of that. That's just about right. We'll just check that naan. A little bit longer. So yeah, so once we finish cooking, we'll put that on the middle of the table and we can all tuck in, and that's its trivet. So you take off the cooking bowl, put that in the middle of the table, and you can all dive in. Take as much or as little as you like. So that's what that's for. Right, that's done. So we'll just put some melted butter on that. And some of the nigella seeds. And then we'll have a little taste of the curry, I think. So yes, if you were keeping them warm, you'd wrap them in the tea towel or in tin foil, and then you could just warm them up on the grill. So let's have a little dive in. Spoon, big spoon. There we go. It's just starting to pop like a volcano. You could serve it with some raita or and mango chutney, bhajis, whatever. I'll see what I've got in the cupboard later. So tandoori chicken tikka masala and a naan bread. I'm gonna have a little taste.
Alex Shepherd says he's dribbling.
Look at the naans. I'm gonna have a little nibble of that first.
They look quite light.
I'm gonna have a bit of the curry now. Take a fork. Down a bit of naan bread, look. And then it's hot. I've just gone to India. Well, that's yummy. So if you want to have a go at making that on whatever barbecue you've got, recipe was from this book. Yeah, so have a great week, guys. Thanks for watching. Fire up and get cooking. Cheers.